Welcome back. So, I know I said that I would release the video on Saturday last week, but, yeah. Oops. Anyway, welcome back to a new banger video. Today we'll be covering kind of green science, etc., just kind of figuring that stuff out. Basically, we're going to be prepping to get oil, which is going to be a fun adventure for us, because I've never gotten to oil before, and we'll see. This is my noob brain at work here. I am setting up green science with only one inserter production instead of two, which means you can have a full 12 machines producing maximum green science. But I didn't do that because I'm stupid. So let's go. Alright, it's a bit of a jump here, but I'm expanding the iron ore production and getting that stuff done. I haven't finished the green science because I've just been walking around doing nothing. Because, yeah, that's a good idea. And this is me setting up the second iron furnace stack, which means we can double our iron production because we need a lot of iron. And I ran out of belts. Finally, I'm finishing the darn green science, which I completely forgot about for a solid 20 minutes, and then went, oh yeah, Logi science packs. Forgot about that. After finishing off green science, I head over to finish off the iron furnace stack that I started earlier and then promptly forgot about. That's it all plugged in and ready to go. Here's me building the ultimate spaghetti for copper wires so you can plug them into the mall and automate big electric poles and medium electric poles in the system. At this current moment, me in my absolute geniusness is forgetting that there are two things missing. I haven't actually got the research yet, and I don't have any steel over there, because I am so smart. At this current moment, I am realizing that my power grid is dying. As such, I add 3 more boilers, 6 more steam engines, and forget about it for another 2 hours. And now it's time to set up more miners for the next iron stack. Now we've got that iron stack up and running, we're going to convert it all into steel to produce engines. I finally set up the steel production, and now we can finally get that steel running into our main bus. And now I'm setting up brick production because I'd like to be able to get electric furnaces at some point in the near future. Alright, it's a bit of a jump here, but here's me setting up the stone mine production on my pitifully small stone mine. It's like 100,000 stone in this whole thing, and it's like really small. I think it might even be less than that. Alright, now I'm starting to route the steel production into the rest of the factory, which means I can get those medium power poles that I am really, really wanting. And that's me just setting up steel furnace, which means I can get some really quick double production on my steel, on my iron, and on my copper, which will be really helpful. Alright, bit of a jump here. I'm starting to replace all the stone furnace with the steel furnace, which means we can double the production of the steel because we don't have enough steel. Time for me to get a basic engine production going, which is like a car, and start scouting things and get trades up and running, which means we can get that sweet, sweet oil, baby. Car time. Alright, we're gonna go looking for some oil. We're gonna go looking for some biters. We're gonna figure out where we need the railroad for the oil. And I'm gonna slap down a quick radar here, which means we can see the base while we're gone. Alright, we're back from our jaunty little adventure and we gotta get back to work. So, we're gonna start construction of red belts, red undergrounds, and red splitters, which we desperately need if we want our furnace stacks to make more resources and be able to process all those materials into usable things, like flamethrowers. machine guns, you know, all the things we need to remove the biter menace from this planet once and for all. I didn't want to bring you guys to the torture of me being very slow and very stupid and making a giant spaghetti mess, so I just kind of cut to when it was finished, so that means you guys can enjoy it a bit more. And now I'm starting to upgrade all of the belts to red belts, because my goodness, are they so much better than yellows. Alright, I'm starting to work on some rails here, which means we can get some trains, because trains are cool. No one can argue with me on that factor. Trains are cool. That's it. Hands down. Cool. But I need some rails, and I want to automate them, which means I don't have to sit there and handcraft them for a while. My only problem is that my stone patch is rapidly depleting, because there's like no stone there. So we gotta get some trains up, get some oil, and then prep to expand beyond our wildest dreams. Alright, it's another bit of a jump here, but we're just jumping to where I'm starting to actually get things going instead of walking around in circles for 25 minutes. That's just, yeah, why? I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna pump some of this sweet, sweet black gold and get this run really moving and grooving towards all the spicy stuff like flamethrowers, advanced circuits, and other things like that. So, don't say anything before I put down this train. Trains are cool. Trains are cooler than a giant oil pipeline back to base, and so I am going to build a train. Whether you like it or not, trains are just cool. It is not a long distance, but it's just much cooler to make a train. Time to set up the train station, so now I'm gonna just slap in the fluid count is equal to 100,000, that means it's full, and when it is, it heads to the next station, which is back at base, to remove all its fluid before it heads all the way back to refill and come back. That's the railroad finished, so now we're going to quickly get the oil buffer set up, and the power routed over, and the coal, and then we should be done for the train for now. Alright, that's the train fixed, up and running, ready to go. We're going to go out on our first little adventure on our train, and we're going to bring the power down to the oil pumps, and then we can start pumping that oil into the train. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. That's the end of this episode. I didn't get a final scene on the factory because I was stupid and forgot to go back to the actual factory. I will hopefully have a new video out at some point soon. Don't count on it, but you know, it's me, so yeah. But, ciao.